swag of a prize fighter. The antithesis of a firefighter. Arsonist, I'm a fire rider. Instant flame like a firelighter. So special with shows, I live out my flows. Can't walk in my shoes, can't purchase my clothes. Ice in my veins, but I never froze. Picture perfect, but I never pose. As a juvenile, I knew I bounced back. Got rated, had a plan to get my ounce back. Use cheese as bait, that's a mousetrap. Let me to the right person to pounce at. They selling dreams, I'm pulling receipts. Full force, we can't be beat. Got a dirty mouth, but the flow so neat. Keep your 2 cents, talk is cheap.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Zhang predicts that he will KO Tyson Fury next. We'll take a listen to what Zhang had to say, and then we'll discuss it. So let's take a listen. This video appears courtesy of IFL TV. Subscribe to IFL TV.
The team has said to me before this interview that you want Tyson Fury. Is that a fight you want next?
团队说要泰森弗里，你觉得呢？
可以，下一步由我的团队去和他们谈判，打谁我都可以。
Let's do that. If my team says that, let's do that. I can go either way.
Do you believe you'll beat Tyson Fury?
你会赢泰森弗里吗
Yeah， 一定会。他的下巴扛不住我的拳。
He doesn't have that chin.
Is that how he beats him? Will he knock Tyson Fury
doesn't
out?
have that chin. He will go down.
Will he knock Tyson Fury out?
你会把他 KO 吗
Yes. Yeah.
Excellent. Just finally from me, just on word on Joe Joyce, he didn't stop coming tonight. Do you
All right, so you heard what Zhang had to say, but before you laugh at Zhang, I want to show you his prediction for the Joe Joyce fight, and then we'll discuss this. So as you can see, Big Bang Zhang. Here's what he had to say.
It depends on if I land the perfect shot. You know, if I do if that happens, his jaw's gonna go in pieces. 会是内拳，会是哪一拳？
下巴也会这样。
It depends on if I land the perfect shot. You know, if I do that, if that happens, his jaw's gonna go in pieces. 会是内拳，会是哪一拳？
You see what it is?
下巴也会
You
这
see
样。
what it is with my man Zhang. He
Depends
ain't playing with y'all.
Boom,
Let's
boom,
go.
boom. You know what
All right. I'm turning it over to Ned the TBE on this one. What's your reaction to Zhang predicting that he will KO Tyson Fury next? And he predicted he would do it to Joe Joyce. So,
Yo, Zhang, you had some suspectable moments, but I feel like this is timing right now. I know everybody will say he's 39, he's old, he's this not. Never knock a fighter's experience and their age. Some people keep their youth for a long time. You know, you got people who's 60 looking 20, and you got people who's 20 looking 60. So it's like Zhang, you found the actual formula to get it done. Like, yo, you took out the juggernaut, man. And if you took out the juggernaut, you took out boxing's baddest man at the moment. And now you can do it. You in the hot seat. So I want to see you deliver on everything you talking about. So Zane, if you could knock out Tyson Fury, I want to see it. As you know, I ain't a casual now, but as a casual, I still rock the casual fans. So like, I bring them in. I'm like, yo, come on, watch boxing. Come watch this fight. Who's fighting? I'm like, so-and-so. But Zhang, you got it in you to beat Tyson Fury. I saw it against George Joyce. All you gotta do is work on your endurance and if you could go the distance, you could beat anybody. You could beat everybody. But that's all I'm saying. Just work on your cardio, get your breathers in, and you can throw them punches. G, fix your face, man. I swear when G looks at me like this, like he's ready to scream, Tyson Fury, Tyson Fury, Tyson Fury. Run, G. Run, G. Run. I'm trying to help you out. But then you can KO Tyson Fury if you're really like strategic and you're on a restricted caloric intake. You have the best trainers in the game teaching you how to box, And I know you could get it. I know you could get it because I don't want to say what I gotta say because it's we live in sensitive times. Oh my goodness! But you would be, if I'm certain, China's first heavyweight boxing champion, and that would be a dope for the world. Like that would be amazing for the world if you could get a belt. So Zhang, I want to see you get a belt and go get a belt. But I would advise you get the best training you can and get in the best shape you can and give all you got if you want to knock out Tyson Fury. Because you knocked out the Juggernaut. So you can knock out the Juggernaut. He's not the Juggernaut. Then you know what I'm saying. But, G, fix your face, man. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of G's remarks. Like, can we move? Like, G, mute your mic because
I know we can't hear you no more. I had to mute you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's like, but I like Zhang. Like, I always thought he could be something nice. He could be something nice. But Zhang is like solid. Like he's had his issues with weight. He's had his issues with he's had his certain issues with his medical conditions and things like that. But I feel Zhang is a boxer and he's here, and he could show some of our heavyweights some threats, but not all the threats. Everybody's different, and Zhang has to know every fight he steps in the ring is not going to just throw punches. They're going to show different styles. They're going to make him move. They're going to make him work. And he has to understand, boxing is not tic-tac-toe, but it's chess, and you got to learn how to play chess, Zhang. That's all.
G.
All right. Yo, Ned, you said that Joe Joyce is the baddest man in the division.
You said.
No.
I called it G when I said that.
You must. I think you meant to say the boogeyman of the division. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, boogeyman means nobody wants to fight you. Doesn't mean you the best now. It just means everyone's avoiding you. I think that's what you meant to say. But you talking about he's the best in the division.
That's what I meant to say.
Oh, your role player. All right. Yeah. Now, in regards to Zhang and Tyson Fury, listen, it's possible, but I highly unlikely. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say this is because, unlike Joe Joyce, Tyson Fury actually knows how to utilize defense. He can see Zhang's combinations coming. Now, Zhang is a southpaw, so that might play to his favor against a Tyson Fury. But again, due to Zhang's size, it's not like he's a smaller guy. And I know Tyson Fury has a history of fighting difficulty with fighting smaller guys. Zhang is about his height, he's 6'6" or something. Tyson Fury is slightly taller, but it's pretty much. It's not like he's gonna be punching.
Tyson Fury is 6'9". Let's get it right. He's 6'9".
Yeah, but against a person that's 6'6", it's almost the same thing. So relax yourself.
Deontay Wilder's 6'5", 6'6".
Exactly. Practically the same height. That's what I'm saying. It's not like he's fighting somebody 6'2". It's a difference, Ned. Relax.
What is the difference?
Go ahead. Since you sound like you were the expert, go ahead. No, go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir. Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, we're okay with your foolishness. So, with Tyson Fury, and not to mention too, Zhang, although he showed some pretty decent combinations against the Juggernaut, again, Zhang is a lot slower than Otto Wallin, than Deontay Wilder. So I think Tyson Fury is going to be able to pick off a lot of those combinations. Even when he sees, I think he'll be able to see that left hand coming. So even if Zhang does connect, Tyson Fury could roll with that punch. So I just don't see Zhang really taking it to Tyson Fury like that. And not to mention, although Zhang didn't show it in this fight, Zhang has a major endurance problem. In the later rounds, his tank depletes, and it's just you know what? At that point, I think it'll just be one-sided on Tyson Fury's end. Tyson Fury Go ahead, Ned.
Didn't I not say if Zhang gets in shape and uses the proper diet and uses the proper trainers, then he'll be able to beat Tyson Fury.
All
But
right. You're
I know
assuming he's
Zhang
not-
has a skill. Zhang's not slow. He's not. And I love you, Joe Joyce, but I want to say he's not Joe Joyce slow.
I never
And I
said
feel
that.
like boxing, like fighting, fighters. What's the saying? Fights makes styles make fights. And I feel like Zhang has a style that makes fights, and people want to ignore it. Like they don't want to take into consideration. They want to think like Zhang is just like a
Yo,
star.
Ned,
I'm
please.
not a Zhang fan.
Yo,
I'm
Ned,
not a Zhang
respectfully.
fan, but I didn't
Since
see
when were
that.
you a Zhang fan, bro? Like,
I'm not a Zhang fan. I'm not a Zhang fan.
yo, you sounded funny out here in these streets.
I'm
man.
not a Zhang fan, but styles make fights. And there's certain times, like, for example, Canelo versus Bivol. I thought Canelo was going to take Bivol's head off, but he came in with the wrong style. But I think Zhang has a style where Tyson Fury thinks he could, like, he's going to come in. Tyson Fury thinks everybody's a punk in his division, and they're not. And he's going to get hit in the mouth. Because Zhang, he has power. Zhang has power. Because every time he caught Joe Joyce last night, it's like, damn, like he can't take it. Joe Joyce couldn't take the power of Zhang. Zhang got power. Zhang knows what he's throwing out there. Zhang got the left and the right, and the hook and the right. And
Go ahead. Yo, Ned, go ahead. We listen.
yeah, I mean, right hook, you know, but it's just like it's just a lot going on in the sport, like, but you can't like for everybody do your homework. Like if football teams do their homework where they watch footage of their opponent, watch footage of your opponent before you step in the ring with them. Don't agree to no contract before you you're sure you know who they are, who you get in the ring with. Because a lot of fighters would be like, okay, I want the money. They see the dollar signs and they go sign the contract and then they get whipped out. But Zhang, yes, you have your flaws, but you could take somebody out in 6 rounds. You took George Joyce out. You took the Juggernaut out in 6 rounds. That's your gold medal right there. Some people couldn't take the Juggernaut out in 6 rounds, and there's a lot of them out there who could be like, "Yo, he's slow. He doesn't have the punching. It doesn't look like he has the punching power. It doesn't look like he could hurt me, but he hurt them and took them out of there. Zhang, you took him out of there. So I need you to build off of that you took him out of there. You took the Juggernaut out of there. Now you gotta be Zhang the Conqueror. I'm gonna be real with you. You gotta just go step in there and take this. What's up, G?
I'm just putting my finger up because I wanted to get my segment back, but
I was about to say, G,
Oh,
why are you putting your finger up during your own airtime?
no, I'm like, it was still going. I'm like, golly, man. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, Zhang looks like he looked promising last night. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Honestly, I forgot what I was going. It don't even matter. Go ahead, Kaden. This guy,
You go ahead, G.
I forgot what I was gonna say, man. This dude. Oh man.
All right, man. Look, Zhang's a very confident guy. And after this fight with Joe Joyce, he's going to be even more confident. And he should be. It's a great victory for him. Like I said, I felt like Zhang beat Herkovich. So, I really think he should be undefeated. And we should be talking about Zhang as like this guy who can possibly put on for China. And like TVE said, I think it's a big deal because he can be China's first heavyweight champion of the world. And anytime you're the first to accomplish something, it's a big deal. You look at Andy Ruiz, it was a big deal for Mexico that he became the first heavyweight champion of Mexican descent. So it will be a big deal for China. And I think we'll discuss it later on, but I think there are big fights that can be made with Zhang right now because I think his stock is extremely high. So if Joe Joyce doesn't choose to activate this rematch clause, and this is another reason why I think he should activate this rematch clause, there are a lot of big fights out there that could be made with Zhang now, and Tyson Fury is one of them. And perhaps, maybe he doesn't beat Tyson Fury. There's no shame in that. But I do think his prediction that he can knock out Tyson Fury, again, it's not out of the realm of possibilities. He did hurt a guy with a granite chin known as Joe Joyce. He's the first one to ever stop Joe Joyce. Granted, Joe Joyce hasn't been in the ring with some of the other guys we think would have been able to take advantage of his flaws and deficiencies, but Zhang was able to do it, so it means Zhang is good enough. Zhang was in there with Flip Hergovich, who many people think is a really good prospect and who some people believe is a threat to become heavyweight champion. And that fight was very close, and I believe a split decision. So at the end of the day, Zhang is really a threat, and people got to respect it. And I think if Joe Joyce doesn't take the fight with Zhang, we're talking about Zhang possibly being able to make some major fights. And we're talking about how does he stack up against the elites in the division. And I do think he presents some problems with Tyson Fury. I think he'll be the first fighter Tyson Fury has fought in a long time who will go in the ring with genuine belief that he can win. And I'm not saying that Wilder didn't genuinely think he can win. I think Wilder did. But Dillian White and Derek Ward Chisora, I don't know how much they really thought they can beat Tyson Fury. So I think this would be like his first test since Wilder, where someone would be walking in the ring with him like, I'm trying to take his head off. I'm trying to see if I can knock him out. Like this, I think that would be a good test for Tyson Fury. So I wouldn't mind seeing that fight. All right, Ned, man, before we close, is there anything else you would like to add to this discussion?
Please say no.
I'm good.
Appreciate it.
All right, look, please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, you can listen to our podcast on all major streaming services. Oh, yeah, we're close to hitting 15,000 subs. So if you've been watching this channel and looking at videos and you haven't subscribed yet, why not? Also hit the like button. It helps the algorithms. It helps the channel. So if you watch and you like the video. But also, if you dislike the video, you can hit that button too. So apparently likes and dislikes helps the video. So use them. All right. We are the Boxing Bros.